Okay. So, did this make any sense? Kind of. Now the question is, what do you need to be able to do it yourself, right? So let's close this out. Close the whole thing. Okay, so what's the first step when we create a database project?
Open access. Create a database. Create a database.
So let's just, I find repetition is good. I don't mean to bore you, but, and then what do we do to create a database?
Plain database.
Here, Josh, come up and create us a database.
Okay, I can do that.
We can heckle Josh over here. So,
Okay.
as a class, what do you want this database to store?
Well, first, what do we want to name it?
Database 1.
What's our lab going to be?
Why don't we use it to store information about laptops? How about that? We all wish we had a laptop or have one. There you go, laptops. Now, where did you put that? You remember where you stored it?
It was in my docs.
My documents, okay. So now we're faced with this screen. So what's the first thing we want to store about a laptop? We want to know the brand.
That's a good start.
Is the brand important?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Did you delete it?
Yeah. Well,
So go to create table, okay, open, save. What are we going to call this table?
Laptops? Or
Laptops,
tables?
sure. All right. And we want to add a field to this, so we want to go into design view. Josh here knows his way around access pretty well. So we automatically have a field named what?
ID.
ID. And what's the value of the ID field?
An automatically generated number.
And why is that important? Why do we want to automatically generate a
So you
number?
don't have
Keeps all of our records unique. So the first thing we want to add about these laptops is the brand. Okay? What kind of field is brand going to be? Okay, and what's next? What else do you guys love about your laptops?
Speed.
Okay, there's speed.
Processor.
Thank you.
All right, and so is text okay for the processor?
Yeah.
All right, what else? Do you guys like a lot of memory in your laptops?
Memory.
Was it good to know how much memory?
Screen size?
Huh? Screen size, there you go.
Monitor screen.
Now, screen size, what kind of data, well, can you have a space in there?
We could put it
Decimal.
integer.
Make it a number. I would say let's not have the field name have a space. I have a feeling that we might wish we had, but maybe not.
Now we'll look at that.
Screen size with a number. What else do you guys
I would
care
do
about?
decimal. Can you do decimal or something?
Well, a number actually will do a decimal. Is that it?
RAM?
Support.
Right there. That's memory.
That's a big deal when you buy one.
Your color, yes. Laptop colors are very important these days. Okay, that looks pretty good. So go ahead and save that out, Josh. All right. So get comfortable with Access, comfortable enough that you can do something like that. Okay. It's easy. No, it's fine. We'll just go with that. Thank you. Nice job. Give Josh a hand. Good job. All right. So then we're going to come in here to Visual Studio. What's the next thing? Now that we've got this database someplace, what's the next thing we're going to do?
Find it.
We're going to find it, and let's do a new project. How about that? We're going to call this laptops. All right. Because what we want to do is we want to add a data source. So we're going to add a database, and we're going to create a new connection, and then already guessed that we were going to do an access connection. So let's browse for our database. Documents, there it is, laptop. And I almost always test my connection first, just to make sure I've got the file name right. Thumbs up. You don't need to put anything into the username and password on an Access database. So we'll hit OK, and we'll hit Next. And what does this message mean? The connection you selected uses a local data file that's not in the current project. Would you like to copy it to your project?
Yes.
Yes, please say yes. That way when you send it to me, it'll already be in there. So now we're going to get a connection string called laptop connection string. And what do we want to select here?
Tables. Good.
Tables, and we'll make sure the laptop's table is selected. We hit finish. And there it is right there. So now if we wanted to just be able to, what if we, look at this, this is pretty cool. Remember how down here I could choose the different kind of controls it would create? Watch this. If I click on this one, it says, do you want this table to be a data grid view or details screen? If I choose details, I can drag this whole thing over here. Boom. Look at that. How lazy is that right there? Now, do you think that would work just like that if you run it?
Yes.
Yeah. That's all I do for a lap.
Look at that, see?
There's your database project. And notice you get this little, they call this a navigation bar. So what we have is a whole bunch of stuff like, you can go to the first record, or the previous, or the next. What is that one right there? Add a new one. So let's say the ID. I won't fill that in right now, because I hope the database is going to fill that in. So what brand laptop do we have? Who loves their
Apple.
Apple. An Apple i7.
I'm mad I didn't buy one.
MacBook Pro. And it's got to have 8 gig of memory and a 17-inch screen, and there's only one color. Wait.
Black.
And then we can click the Save Data button.
Ah.
Oh no.
There we go.
We're creating all these records.